All right, so I'm going to share with you one single sentence that makes you a better marketer. And then I'm going to break it down exactly how and why this works, how and why it's so powerful so that you can immediately start to use it for yourself. Now, this is something, as far as I remember, the first time I heard this was in a Dan Kennedy lead generation program. He was talking about how to structure lead generation copy. And basically, this sentence encapsulates exactly what your best leads need to know to at least reach out to you, to raise their hand and say, hey, I am interested in what it is that you have to offer. And whether you're writing lead generation ads or whether you're going to take it much further than that, this sentence will show you exactly how to do that. So you want to know the one sentence that's going to make you a better marketer? I think you do. So let's get into the notes. Okay. So what one sentence makes you a better marketer? If you're an audience who wants benefit without obstacles, action. If you're an audience who wants benefit without obstacles, action. So we'll get into all the details of this in just a minute, but what I want to say is this is about, number one, the thinking behind what you do. And so this focuses your thinking on the most important things that you need to have in place around your offer in order for you to be persuasive, to have a solid offer. And number two, this is about the message that you need to share. So this is not necessarily copy, but it can be copy. In fact, there's, if then, which is basically what this is, Gary Bencivenga has said that it's one of the most powerful headline formulas that you can use. If you don't have any better headline to use, having if you want this, then this, or if you want this without this, then this, that is a go-to headline formula. And so this encapsulates the message that you need to share as well. So let's see, breaking it down, here's why it's so powerful. So your audience, the first thing that anybody is thinking on a subconscious level before they engage with any kind of message, any kind of media is this relevant for me? And it's not even something that they're processing on a conscious level. It's like we have this filter that's always going on. Is this important? Is this important? Is this important? Is this important? Is this like, should I be paying attention to this? Should I be paying attention to that? And our brains are doing that all the time. They're doing it like hundreds of times a second, really, deciding what to pay attention to. So if we capture the attention of someone, if this person knows that they are in the audience, right, out of the gate, and if we make it clear that they're in the audience out of the gate, then they're going to pay attention because it is relevant for them. And then, of course, that age-old selling question, what's in it for me? So that is where we get into who wants benefit, right? So you convey the benefit that they're going to get. You communicate the benefit that they're going to get. It should be the desirable benefit that people within that audience want, right? We're communicating what's in it for me. Without obstacles does it really work? So we never, as buyers of anything, know that the thing that we're going to buy works. And oftentimes, we end up disappointed buyers if the things that we buy don't work. But one of the ways that we can judge ahead of time whether or not something is more or less likely to work is around known obstacles, right? Known challenges. Maybe we've tried, let's pick a market, right? Let's pick investing. We tried this investment. We tried that investment. We tried that investment. We tried that investment. And so if somebody is able to say without, like get the benefit that we thought would come from all those other investments without, and then a list of those investments that we've already tried, right? We are prone to believe that they understand that those other things don't work and that whatever they have is more likely to work because they know the things that don't work, right? And so if we address the obstacles in our messaging and our copy and our thinking behind our offer, it's going to make people predisposed to thinking, oh, this person must know what they're talking about, therefore what they're offering is going to work. And how do I get it? That's the action that you need to take, right? And obviously as marketers, we have to be aware of the action that we want people to take at the end. And you know, in many cases, like if you're just using this as the opening line of copy, really the action is then you need to keep reading, or you need to keep watching, right? Or you need to click through to whatever. In some cases, if it's something like the lead generation copy that Dan was talking about when I first heard about this, if you're communicating the audience the benefit without the obstacles, right? Then you just tell people how they raise their hand and say that they're interested to get more information, right? So that's breaking it down. Now, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into each of those 4 different items. So key number 1 is knowing who your prospects are. It's great to have an identity statement about them, like I'm a copywriter, I'm a marketer, I'm a dad, I'm a hockey player, I'm an electronic musician, I'm a kettlebell. What do you call that? A kettlebell lifter. I do kettlebells. I Giravic, right? That's the term. All these different identity statements, right? So it's important to know who your prospects are. It's important to know that for targeting purposes. It's important to know that for relevance purposes, so you can make sure to speak to someone in their own language. Perry Marshall actually talks about how he recognized that there was this strange overlap between his audience base and Rush fans. And so if he could get a digital marketer who's also a Rush fan, he was able to have this hyper relevance about who his prospects were. And the more hyper relevance you can build to know exactly who your prospects are, the more effective your marketing is going to be. Key number 2, what they want. Well, on the surface, this is just like the big benefit, right? What is the big outcome that they're trying to achieve? What's the problem that they're trying to solve? What's the opportunity that they're trying to pursue? What's the hell that they're trying to run away from and the heaven that they're trying to move towards? What's the life transformation, right? If we nail what they want and we're able to believably tell them that we can offer them what they want, then it makes sense that they take action. And so that's, again, it's built into this one sentence. Key number 3, what stands in their way? This is where market research, especially competitive and comparable market research, becomes really important. What have they tried before, right? What objections come up as they think about purchasing a product like yours or trying to solve this problem? Are there 100 fad diets that they've tried in the last 5 years just to, try and lose a few pounds? What are the things in your market that they've tried before that did not get the results that they want? And you also have to then understand how yours is different, right? And importantly, this is about their perceived challenges and roadblocks. So anything that they perceive as a challenge, anything they perceive as a roadblock that's standing in their way, well, if you help them clear that roadblock, if you help them overcome that challenge, then even if what you're doing is just making it very clear that you can help them clear that roadblock and overcome that challenge, then they are more disposed to doing business with you. And then what they need to do, you just need to be crystal clear about what action you want them to take. They need to take to avail themselves of your offer. Of course, this can be buy your stuff, but depending on the context of the copy, it can be all sorts of different actions that they may need to take. So it could be click this link. It could be enter your email address. It could be enter your credit card here. It could be go to the order form and review the offer. It could be book a call, right? You just need to be clear about what they need to do to move forward. So I'll just go back to the beginning here. If you're an audience who wants whatever benefit without obstacles, take this action, right? And that sentence will make you a better marketer. Call to action for you at the end of this episode is to ask yourself how you can use this. Like, how can you use that sentence? Can you use it to review a previous offer? Can you use it as you're structuring your next piece of copy? Can you use it maybe even as a template for a headline? You have to figure out what's going to work for you. That's the whole point of these episodes, to give you things that you can apply right away to make more money with your copywriting, with your marketing. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you. If you do want to go deep into my flagship copywriting training, I offer the High Velocity Copywriting course. It does cover all sorts of different types of copy. One of the cool things that it talks about is copy chunking, which is another strategy that I picked up from Dan Kennedy. I'm specifically talking about that here because one of the things that Dan teaches is that you come up with a without list, right? And that's essentially what you're doing in that sentence. It's great to have like 3 things, right? Item 1, item 2, item 3, without this, this, or this, right? Dan suggests coming up with a without list, how to get whatever result without X, Y, and Z. And having that as a chunk of copy that you can readily drop into your messaging, it can make copywriting faster and easier. It can also make your writing more powerful, so it generates results faster and easier. And that's just one of many gems that you'll learn in the High Velocity Copywriting course. That is part of the BTMSinsiders streaming library of copywriting and marketing courses where you pay one low fee, you get instant streaming access to all of the training that's there. I am so close to being over 200 hours of total training at your disposal there. All you have to do, check the links in the description to see what all you can get. I'm Roy Furr, this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.